Okay, hello. So I was a bit late today. Reason being was something that popped up that, well, I guess it didn't really require my attention, but yeah, sometimes things pop up that takes more time than it should, and it kind of becomes a distraction. So yeah, without going into details, that's kind of what happened this morning. So what we are going to do today is kind of wrap up this. Let's see. We're going to wrap up this snapshot tagging, which is basically how we allow you to publish snapshots to the infrastructure so that if you have like a template you want to use and fork new sandboxes from, you can rather build these snapshots and we distribute them on our full cluster, all our clusters, so that you kind of get load balancing. Makes things more stable and efficient. But we now need to actually show progress of in parallel of like building these snapshots, getting them out on the cluster. The tricky thing is API key and then tag. What's this tag? Oh, SHA tag. Okay. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Is that we need to change the actual CLI UI, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because there's a lot of other stuff we also need to do. And this spinner, Aura spinner, spinner dot succeed, spinner dot start. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna have because you have spinner succeed. Can you update the spinner? Let's see. Let's grab this spinner. So what I think we should rather do, we're gonna have a single spinner, but we're kind of gonna show. No, wait, we can't do that. How are we gonna do this? I think I want to ask. You know what? I'm gonna ask for some help here. So I want so this CLI need currently has a single spinner showing the state using Aura. The progress state. Now I need to run things in parallel. Chat. What do you recommend doing to show multiple spinners for each process happening in parallel? Yeah, there has to be a simple use Aura with multiple. Aura itself doesn't support multiple spinners, but you can create multiple Auras that manually manage their output positions. Yeah, no. Use a library built for multiple. Okay. List R2. Okay. Tasks. Oh, interesting. Yeah, let's do this multi-spinner. Node multi-spinner. Can it update? We need to be able to update the text. Good morning, Mark. Do you always enter, like, I can imagine you coming to the office in the morning and you're always like entering with some kind of story about how you got to the office? uh yeah. I also feel, the thing that made me feel old? Like, I'm 41 now, and it was Snapchat. Like, I just couldn't figure out the UI. The UI was just insane to me. uh, but that's the nice thing about getting old, right? It can be horrible from one perspective, but it's also nice to get older. Just being like knowing yourself better and not being so serious about who you are and how you behave, and like you're more in tune with your good the good parts and the bad parts, and you're more accepting of the bad parts, and you know what they are. And especially in a relationship, I love that, because like whenever my partner tells me like, you're such a, like, oh, it's so typical, or basically she gets annoyed with me, uh I kind of just tell her, well, you knew this from the beginning, right? This is the package. This is the package deal. And yeah, I remember earlier in my younger days, I would get like much more, oh, is there something wrong with me? Like, this other person doesn't like how I am. I have to adjust to them to be the perfect person for them. And that wouldn't only be in relationships, but like in any like social setting. But now I'm like, fuck it. this is me, take me as I am, kind of thing. It's very nice. And I think that's very defining of the, I guess, late 30s, 40s. Yeah, or 30s, 40s, I guess. There's this really interesting I can't remember this, but it's like a definition of your 20s, like your teens, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, like how you change perspective on life. But I remember one of them being like, I think in your 20s, you cares a lot about what other people think about you. In your 30s, you stop caring about what other people think about you. And in your 40s, you realize that nobody ever gave the fuck about you, kind of thing. Well, yeah, but that exactly, right? It's just knowing where your strengths are. Um, But it must be nice to kind of have that relationship with your boss as well. Like, just accept that's the state of things, and then you get to do where you're most productive and where you shine, and then you kind of just avoid those situations where it can get you into trouble. um, yeah, hi there. Yeah, I happened to have work today. Oh my god, that's too good. Well, have a productive day, you as well. Um, anyways, I want to know if I can update the text here. Let's see. If we can do that, we're just going to use this one. Spinners. So spin, does it create a spinner from array from object? Spinner text. Yeah, but how? Wow, this is someone who doesn't write JavaScript normally. Oh, index. Spinners. Loop. Complete. All completed. All success. Any errors. Start. Success. Yeah, I can't see that I can actually update the text here. Let's see if it has something else for me. So what was the other one? CLI spinners. I don't want to wield my own. I just want the thing to work. Oh, didn't we have more? It was just multi-spinner and list art. And this, come on. Let's see if we can find this. Oh, I should go here. npm list r2. Terminal task list reborn. Oh, 20 million downloads. I guess this is a solid solution then. Oh, this is great. Okay, let's use this one. Oh, look at that. I'm pulling some here out. Okay, we're gonna use this one. Let's remove, what was it called? Aura. I know I'm gonna spend most of the time just getting that list running. What was it? List R2? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not stressed, but I'm tiny bit, not overwhelmed, but yeah, I feel like there's certain things we should just get out the door, I guess. I did publish a new beta yesterday, by the way. I wrote the docs and published a new beta. So that's good. Let's see. And we also have this list of like a lot of like tiny stuff, but I want to get this thing running first. So that was list R. List R2. So what was the documentation for this? Oh, let's start building. Okay, we did that. Environment. Oh, examples. Oh, it's in the examples thing. Tasks. Okay. Wait, do I actually add the... Run the generated task list. Okay. Concept of context. So I actually implement, so I'll map over the clusters, I guess. Yeah. Task. Oh, I need examples. I can't read documentation like this. Oh, task. Oh, this task will execute. Nested. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna find the freaking examples directory. I can't deal with this. I want nested tasks. That's what I want. Oh. Render verbose. Task skip. Task prompt inquire. Task enable. Can I just, you know what? I'm gonna try to use AI for this. Okay, we're actually just gonna make it fix this. So I currently have Aura in this code, but installed list R2 instead. I want you to map over the clusters. To create a task for each cluster that has a set of subtasks. which you can infer from what they call it, publish sandbox, where we should resolve each subtask where we should resolve each subtask using list R2 task context instead of the Aura spinner as you see it now. Let's see what it does. Oh, sometimes it doesn't matter if it's wrong. It's just that it's so hard to just get going with it. It's going to be exciting. It should be able to do this pretty well. We just got the cluster endpoint as well. So we have everything we need now. So we should be able to build this. Yeah, I don't... Okay, accept changes. Let's see what it did. So we have clusters. It maps over the cluster. Okay, that's fine. What's this hash? Oh, sorry. Okay. File paths. Okay. And then what does it? Oh, these are the tasks, sorry. Indexing folder. Oh, and then you add stuff to the context. Oh, that's interesting. Well, this is pretty cool. If there are no ports to wait for, skipped. Huh, interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna trust this. But does this mean, why does it still have publish sandbox? Oh, so it's not actually, it didn't remove it. Wait, yeah, okay. So let's just, but why does it? Oh, interesting. Okay. So we're gonna keep that as reference. We're probably gonna meet some issues. Oh my God, that's a big one. Well, I guess we don't have to comment it out, but we need to, so we should be able to set the context here. The tricky thing is that, like, how do you set context per? How does this work? How do you set? Does it have like a TypeScript thing here for internal use? Yeah, but if you're putting that context here, like if I, okay, we're gonna try something. So what happens if I create hash string here? Will it then have hash here? Oh, it does. Beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna say file paths. Oh, it fills it out. Amazing. Okay, great. So we're gonna kind of just do this. Oh yeah, so we have to. Okay. How are we gonna do this? So we need index CTX. Let's just, oh my God, this is gonna be rough. Okay, and then we're gonna have, so this would be create CTX. So create CTX would be, oh, and it, look at that. Understands it. It's amazing. Oh. Yeah, like how would you do this? If I want this to, because now I'm getting in the index CTX here, but now I'm, I'm gonna ask it. Damn it, I knew I was gonna get stuck on this. How do I handle the typing here? As each task is adding new properties to the context. Yeah, but this then for each you can type the content. Okay. Index. No, but this doesn't actually work. Yeah. Are you kidding me? So you have to make it. Oh, for fuck's sake. This pisses me off. Like when you design an API, this is just shit. Sorry, I don't mean to be like 20 million downloads. It definitely has value, but it just makes me very upset. Because we have to make everything optional. And then we have to like override it. It's just really, really bad. So what we can do though is I want this to be correct. So we can say build CTX. So we can say, come on, status indexing. And when we're indexing, this is what we have. Sorry, this would have to be state. Okay. Let's just call it state and then step indexed. And when it's indexed, we're gonna have this stuff. No, fuck. I knew I was gonna get stuck on this. Like this is exactly where Evas and me are. This is the point where we're at the outmost edge of like just getting things done and doing things right. And I can't get by this because it's just, the typing doesn't reflect the code. And there's like risk of issues and it just looks like shit. So what Evas would have done here is to just make everything optional and then just override the typing as you go through the steps. But I can't deal with that. And I'm sorry, this is one of my bad parts. I get hung up on these kinds of things. Oh my god, that was a rough song. So how would we actually deal with this? How would we know? Yeah, so we could use the aura spinner. There was just risk of it just said it can be messy. And also it's kind of nice to be able to see like the progress of like the actual, like, because there's multiple steps. I think it's like 4 steps or something, to kind of see the steps finish, as opposed to, well, I guess we could have like one of 4 steps. Yeah, and then just, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I feel like we're doing the wrong thing with this. I'm gonna get so freaking stuck on this. Let's try doing that. Let's use Aura and then npm install Aura. And then we're gonna, what was this? List R2. Because it's such a big project to, like, the whole CLI is gonna have a revamp. So we're gonna have, like, instead of running individual commands, you just start the CLI and you get like this interface and you can choose what you want to do and everything. That's gonna be super fun. But oh, what happened here? Why do we have list R here? Wait, what's happening here? Reject? Oh, interesting. Wait, what's happening here? Did you see that? Okay, there we go. Sorry. But how do we actually render Aura to a specific line? Oh, I don't have the chat here anymore. How do I see the previous chats? How would I render Aura to a specific line in the terminal and keep it up to date? Does not natively support targeting, but you can work around this using process and cursor manipulation utilities. Oh, you can set, oh, interesting. Ah, that's interesting. That's really cool. Move to line. Oh, sorry. Process. What's happening here? Wait, what did just happen? Oh, there we go. Why can't I see? Process, stream, process std out. So, okay, so every time I change something with Aura, I first have to move to the correct position. But what I'm curious about, relative to current to line n relative to current line. But that means I also, if things are updating, like it's relative to the current line. So I have to keep track of the current spinner and stuff. I don't know why I'm stuck on this. So what, like, can readline, like, how does readline know the current line? Move to line 5. Okay, so I kind of have an initial line. So I kind of keep, okay, so I'll just keep a reference to the current line, which starts like on 0. And then when we present the spinners, we just run their initial state, or we kind of keep, they have their own index. And then whenever they want to write something, we use the index of the thing. Okay, let's try this. npm install readline. And we're gonna create a tiny little function that's gonna update the actual spinner. Readline, blah, blah, blah. So how is this function update spinner? So how are we using the spinner now? Yeah. So okay, I think we're gonna create our own spinner. Class custom spinner. Or we don't really have to create spinner. And we're gonna give it line index. And we're gonna create an aura spinner here. Aura, how do we do this? Aura dot, oh, it's just a function. Okay. And then we're gonna do, we need to know like the current, how are we gonna do this? No, I want another abstraction, create spinners. Because we need to keep track of the current active line. How do I want to do this? Hello, good morning. I have this like, feel, I'm not feeling it. That's it. I'm like not motivated to fix it. I had a bad start to my morning. I spent like an hour just fiddling with something I didn't feel like I had anything to contribute to. And now I'm kind of just blah. Nice to meet you. Welcome. to me complaining and whining about my emotional state, trying to get some work done. I have a colleague from India. Well, he lives in Amsterdam now, but yeah, that's my link to India these days. You know what? I think I just need to see the thing running first. So we're gonna do so current line would be 0, and then whenever we create but the thing is, when we create a spinner, we kind of have to encapsulate this. The thing I'm thinking about is, like, are there any chance there are other lines being added? No. So when we start the spinners, we're in full control of the line. So but I don't like this detachment of, like, just creating a spinner, and then I think we need to call it create spinners, and then you have to say how many spinners do you kind of want. And then we need to keep the yeah, but I don't like having, like, because if I just say create spinners and you pass in 5, and then well, I guess that's fine. So when we map over the stuff, we're gonna have to think about this. So when we're mapping over our clusters, I would rather like to create one spinner per cluster. But then there's this abstraction over these spinners, which is the current line that they all need to know about, which bothers the hell out of me. So if I say that, oh, there's an update on the 3rd spinner, I have to know where's the cursor at to know how far it should move. Oh, but maybe I can do something else. Maybe I can rather say, okay, so create spinners. And I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna say, okay. I think I know what I want to do. So we're gonna say, so we can create a spinner here, and then we're gonna say let current line equals 0, and then we can create a spinner. I think. For fuck's sake. Oh. Create spinner factory. So I want to say, okay, I think we're going to do this. And then we're going to have return start blah, 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 blah. What was it? Yeah. Well, this is not how we're going to deal with current line. Sorry about this. So we're going to have current line and current spinner is 0. And then every time we create a spinner, we're going to plus the thing. Const spinner index, current spinner index, current line index, Okay, so current spinner index is 0. And we have our spinner, blah, blah, blah. And then aura is going to be, I guess we can do text here, string, text. And then what was it? Stream process std out. And then what we should be able to do is, oh, so we can do start without text as well. Okay. And what we're going to do is whenever we run these things, we're going to do this read line cursor to thing. Let's see. So what did it say? It said that this was like move to line 5 and start spinner there. So that this is the actual line. This is the thing I don't understand. Why does it have and then move to line relative to the current line? What does that mean? Does that mean I have to do like minus? If I'm on line 5, I want to move to line 4. Do I do minus 1? Please explain more how it works. If I am on line 5 and want to move to line 4, how I do that? Because like the terminal can have like a shit ton of lines, right? You want it to be relative from where you created the spinners. Row number is the very top of the terminal. Yeah. Okay. But can I do like current line index is like read line? How do I know the current line index? How do I know the current line index? I don't understand this. Move cursor. Oh, okay. Wherever you are now. Sorry. Okay, so it's move cursor. I didn't see that. And cursor 2 is absolute. Okay. So it's move cursor. Okay, fine. Current line index is 0. So we have to now, how do we do this? Can you help me, AI? Yeah, best way to learn JavaScript is front and masters. Is it .com? Front and yes, frontendmasters.com. And I would, they have specific courses for JavaScript, but I wouldn't start there. I would do something fun first, like so you feel productive in the language. Like do something like React, even though it's overwhelming. You'll actually feel like you're using the language to build something. So I would start with something like React, or even Node, or just something that actually creates something. And then you can jump into the JavaScript specific courses to understand how the language actually works. And there's some amazing courses on that, especially Carl Simpson. He's awesome. He's an actual teacher, not just someone who's like worked with the language. I haven't seen these other ones. This might also be amazing, but yeah, Carl Simpson is awesome. So yeah, again, do something fun with the language first, feel like you're building something, and then dive into the nitty-gritty details. That's my recommendation. Okay, so what we want to do here, I want to understand this. This is a fun little program, right? but my brain is currently not in a good state to actually write this. Because what we want to do here is, if I say start here, and if the current line index isn't like my spinner index, then so it just needs to be like, isn't it just spinner index minus current line index or something? And then current line index equals spinner index. It's something like that. What does this mean? So if I'm on, I want to change spinner index 0, and I'm on line 1, I'm on index 1. I go and I start this to change the message. And then spinner index is 0. And then it becomes -1, which means that it moves up 1 to my spinner index. I think this is correct. So yeah, update cursor. So let's put that in here as well. Function update cursor. Oh, sorry, that shouldn't be there. That should be here. So we'll just do this. We'll do this. Oh, like this. I think this is a nice abstraction, because now we can do. Where are we? We're building. We're going down here. So we're rather gonna do create spinner factory. And then what we can do for each cluster. Okay, so we're gonna test this actual API call now first to see if we can get some clusters here. Oh, do we actually have it? No. How does this actually work? Console.log clusters. Okay, how do we make API calls? Await, yeah, create sandbox. So this would be get clusters, VM list clusters, API client. Oh, where's the API client? Wait, isn't this options? Oh, it's client, API client, right? Oh, maybe that's wrong, that thing. And do we have any other calls to things here? On setup progress. I can't remember how this works. So we have, okay, sandbox create, sandbox fork, URL. Oh, sorry, I wasn't gonna. Where do we call it? Yeah, client API class. Sorry about that. Fine. VM clusters, client. What else do we need? I don't think we actually need anything else. Fork sandbox. What does this do? Yeah, body. We don't need a body. We don't need a path. Yeah, this should be fine. Let's just look at the output from that thing, so we can get going with this. Okay, clusters. How do we start this thing? Can I even build it? Nice, I could build it. How do I run it? I think I can do like dist bin. Can I just do this? Dist bin. Yeah, look at that. That works. So we want to build a directory. Let's do like a, yeah. well, we can just do a random directory because we're not actually going to read it. Foo. Oh, source.n CSB. Oh, sorry, I have to take you off a second. Didn't I have? Oh, I'm calling it CSB API token. Isn't that great? Okay, let's do this. Hey, look at that. What did we get? Where's the... Oh, is it like, do I do a JSON thing here? It's an actual response.json. Okay. Await clusters response. Const clusters equals clusters. Oh, sorry. Clusters response. Let's try again. This is great. Oh, sorry. Await. Wait. Oh, sorry. How are we going to do this? We have to build it every single time. That kind of sucks. But I guess we can manage. There won't be that much building when we get going with this. Oh, you can... Body is unusable. Okay, how do I read it? What the fuck? How does this thing work? Sandbox fork. Oh, handle response. Okay, let's use that. Did it? Oh, sandbox fork. It awaits it and then it handles it. Handle response. Clusters. Okay, let's try again. Ah, fuck. Sandbox is not found. Why is it giving all these positionals? Sandbox not found? What's this? Oh. What's this handle response thing doing? Sandbox not found? Oh, didn't it work? Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm running sorry. I'm running the actual, so the base URL, where's it getting the base URL from? Where are you? Base URL. Oh, we can set the base URL. Okay, so we're gonna do, sorry about that. We have to extend this even more. Let's see. And I guess we want to do base URL equals .stream. Invalid token. Oh, and then we need an actual token from stream. Ah, dagnagit. Okay, let's do it. I have to take you off for a second here. Let's see. Let's go to stream, CodeSandbox stream. Yeah, because this is on our stream environment, so I have to create an API key there. Let's see if I can get this rolling. API. And I don't have access. Fuck. Okay, I have to ask my colleague to... Should we reuse this app? Give me a stream. Let's see. I'm just waiting for a stream key so we can get rolling with this. Oh, we can do it ourselves now. Great. Okay, I'm just creating the token, test SDK, blah, 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 create, copy, and I'm just gonna shove it into my, can I do, oh yeah, look at that. Export CSV API key. Okay, we got that. Let's close that stream key. Let's get you back to my screen. Let me do another source n. And then we have boop. Internal server error. Get class. Getting internal server error. I'm calling. What are we calling? We are calling. This is gonna be a little bit rough. Let's say VM list clusters, and that is VM list clusters. Is there something called VM list clusters? Like the actual, yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'm just waiting for a response. See why we're getting internal server error. Why is it outputting? That's because I messed up. You know, I love working with people that I work with for a long time. Because we're just like, we're just people. We're not like resources in a company that tries their utmost to like be a source of productivity kind of thing. Like we're humans first, so we just it feels like just sitting in the basement, just working on stuff together, and we mess up all the time, and we make mistakes, and we have arguments, and like it's amazing to be able to be part of that kind of team. And that was a big worry actually when CodeSandbox got acquired. Like what happens to the team? Like we didn't only build this product over several years and built a lot of experience individually, but we gained experience as a team as well. And it's so sad if that experience would get lost. And even when we got acquired, it was still like, oh, what's going to happen to the team? Are we going to be pulled apart, or are we going to be able to stay as a team and kind of profit on that experience as a team? And I'm happy to say we are relatively stuck together still. But it was very interesting joining the company and getting that experience of like getting to know new people, and they, even though you like meet face and talk a little bit outside like company, it's very much like feeling that we're two resources in the company solving a problem for the company. That kind of communication. But when you know each other very well, you're just two people trying to solve something together. Like all the context around it kind of disappears, all the pressure, which is nice. Okay, so I guess let's just imagine. Let's imagine this works. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go through these clusters. Do we actually get? Oh, interesting. The typing here is weird. This should be an array. I'm gonna ask about that as well. Clusters property is host string instead of array. Yeah, that's weird. That should be an array. Yeah, so this is like data. It's not actually the clusters. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's see what the response is. Yeah, we do have inject and invoke as a type. Not completely sure if it is exposed, but I'll make sure to expose in next beta. Let's see. We need to add something to our list. Expose, inject, or preview types. Yeah, inject and invoke. Let's see what my dear colleague says. Okay, let's just imagine this is let's do clusters, data.clusters as string, unknown as string. Okay, so what we're gonna do, await promise.all clusters map, and we're gonna publish sandbox. And currently that fails because it expects to, it expects the API key and the cluster. Okay, so we're gonna do, where's the promise all dot all? There we are. So we're gonna map over that. We're gonna get, what was it? Host? Oh, sorry, it's not a string. It's an array of host string. So we're getting that host. So we're gonna do publish sandbox API key host. Nice. So we're just gonna run through that. And then for each of these calls, we are gonna create, we're also gonna give it a spinner. So create spinner, create spinner. And yeah, you know what? We're just gonna type it as spinner is return type of create spinner factory. For simplicity, why are you complaining? Oh, yeah. Publishing. Yeah, I guess. You know what? We're gonna pass create spinner. Create spinner. Sorry. So we're gonna do, that's fine. And then we're gonna do const spinner equals create spinner, publishing to cluster. Well, I guess we wanna kind of have, oh, you know what we're gonna do instead? We're gonna change this. So we do prefix. We're gonna call this prefix, and we're not gonna give it any text. But when we do give it text, we're gonna add the prefix. Yeah, and we're always gonna pass something here, and then we're gonna do the same here. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. So when we create the spinner, where are you, spinner? We're just gonna give it like the cluster, right? And then, oh, argv, we need that one as well. Starting to get a lot of, what do we need there? Let's see, this should be client. Oh, we need API client as well. You know what? I don't like having this inside here at all. I think we're just gonna put it in with the rest. Yeah, let's just remove this and we're gonna have it inline here. It's a little bit messy, but I think it'll work better. Let's see. At least for now, just so we can get the thing running. So we're gonna do async. And let's call this cluster. Hello? Is my hello? TypeScript. Okay, there we go. Cluster. Let's see. We get. Oh. Okay. Wait, why is this wrong? Oh, did this actually have API client? Oh, what the? Oh, we didn't have access to it. Sorry. Okay, so we have the spinner. Yeah, so now this, oh, this is nice because now the spinner is exactly, we don't have to change anything here. Oh, look at this. We can just keep it as is. That's great. That's even better. Cool, I think we're actually ready. Look at me making good decisions with some help from a friendly bump from Mark. Let's see. Okay, so what I think we're gonna do, just to kind of keep ourselves productive, is well, we're gonna fix one more thing. So when we're running through this, we're not gonna exit the process if it fails, but we're gonna show it for sure. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a try. Do we already have a try catch here? No. Let's do a specific try catch around this thing. Ooh, that's a lot of code. Is it here? No. Is it here? Yeah. No, fuck. Oh, where the fuck is it? Ah, I hate. So the end of this thing is, where is it? It's down here. So here we would actually have a catch error. Yeah, that's also a question, like what are we actually going to do there? And then let's move all the way back up. Oop. And then we're going to do try. There we go. So now we're just going to exit. Cool. But we're going to wait for all of them. Nice. This is great. And we're going to do all settled. That's what we're going to do. So it's going to allow them to fail. Well, no. Yeah, this is a question, because like one of them might fail, and if that happens, you really have to do everything again. Well, I guess we want to allow you to retry. Yeah, okay. The first version, it's just going to fail. And then we're going to make this better. Let's see if we get an answer here. Okay, we're deploying a new version. Great. So what do we really have to work on here? So we're definitely going to get these tags in today. That's important. And we're ready to deploy to production as well. So that's nice. So I guess what we can work on here in the meantime is that when it's actually done doing all this stuff, we're going to tag snapshot right heap. No, that's nothing. What is it? VM tag. Okay. So we're going to tag it, and it's going to take items, which is an array of, well, VM IDs. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Sorry. So what we're also going to do here is when we're going to return the sandbox ID instead. So when these things are settled down here, we're going to get the sandbox IDs. Let's see. Const sandbox IDs. This is going to be a string. Oh, can be undefined. How can it be undefined? Where do we return? We seem to be returning somewhere. If no step. Oh. Oh, we're gonna. Okay, I think this is the one that's causing it. Because this is. What's that thing? Oh, there's so much code here. Oh, wait, here it is. There you are. Oh, that's fine. Let's handle progress. What the hell is causing undefined here? Something is causing undefined. Oh, could this be undefined? No. Oh, we're catching here. Sorry. So we need to throw the error. Fine. So now we should have sandbox IDs. These should be a string array. What the hell is this? There we go. String array, great. So now we can make our await tag VM create. Oh, there we have it. VM create tag. So that's going to take the API client, and it's going to have a body of, oh, look at this. It actually, it does all the things. And is this an actual, does it do the parsing and everything? That's pretty cool. Okay, and then we're going to do handle response, I guess, because it might give an error. Oh, expected 2 arguments. What's the second argument? Oh, it's the actual thing. Okay. Failed to create tag. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna log the error. Yeah, so handle response here is like it's synchronous because it's handling the actual response. So this is the thing that actually throws the error. It's kind of a weird thing. I would rather like actually take the promise and then await it, but that's how it works. Yes, so now we're creating the tag, and then we can say, I guess, console.log. Yeah, of course, we're gonna actually get a response here. Data tag created. Data.tag ID. Nice. This is gonna be so cool. Let's see. So for now, let's just do, well, first of all, let's try to see if we get the updated spec. Yeah, great. Oh, there might not be a host. Why is those? Let's see. I'm curious about that. That's weird. Return console.log clusters. Did I have? Oh, look at that. Fantastic. But it works. Okay, so that's the thing we're gonna use. We're getting the host there. I'm very curious why it's can be undefined. Let's see why that thing is optional, by the way. Host. Oh. Yeah, I think it's because this one actually needs to be boop there. Let's see. She's blaming cursor. Oh, that's too funny. Let's see if we restart. Why can't I restart the TypeScript server? That's interesting. The cluster is still in the fine. Oh yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake, because we're downloading it again. Anyways, we don't care about that for now. So what we're gonna try now, we're actually gonna create like a foo folder, and we're gonna try to publish a sandbox. Foo, and then new file, package.json. I don't think we actually care that much about but let's just have something in there. Index.js, console.log. Hey, cool. Cool. So if we were to run this now, we should be iterating the clusters and should like work. Let's see what happens. Oh, something weird happened. Wait. Index2 files. Oh, it's not actually. Why didn't it? Oh, does it move to? That's interesting. Failed to start sandbox. Are communicating with VM. Okay, so we had something wrong with our spinner thingy. Where's our spinner thingy? So it seems like whenever we do so it starts there and then it starts again, but for some reason it would but this is like, what if one of them like errors and it throws the oh wait, I guess this is like the actual catch. Anyways, why didn't this work? And I can't log either because I'm like using the actual terminal to handle this. So it called start, that's fine, but then it like it didn't create a new spinner, did it? It just did. What the fuck? How does this work? I know this spinner is gonna, yeah, and then it just uses the same spinner. So for some reason, so what I think is that when it actually does start, it kind of jumps to the next line. So when we try to move the cursor back to replace that line, we're basically on the next line. So that means every time we run spinner start, I think we have to current line index. Spinner index. Oh, but that's interesting because we're saying current line is the spinner index. Oh, but maybe we just have to do another -1 then. Let's see what happens then. Why did it fail to start this one? That's interesting. Wait, why does it say failed to start sandbox? Where's this coming from? error communicating with VM. That's not true. Where's this coming from? Async start. And where's that called from? Start response. Huh? But it wrote to the thing. How can it have written the files? And then it says that it failed. But I'm wondering where this failed. Where's this coming from? Failed to write. Failed to start. Oh, there we have it. So we're calling start and that failed. But how the fuck was it able to write the files then? I am confused. Where does it start it? Oh, there's so much. I need some more space. So it starts it, but it does that very early. It needs to start it very early. So it can't like even connect to it before. Yeah, here it is. Start. And then it connects to it, and then it writes the files. How is it possible to... Wait, are we passing the files on create sandbox? Aren't we writing them? Create sandbox, file paths. Return, path tags. Huh? I'm very confused. Wait, files? Why are we huh? Oh, okay. Interesting. Why do it in two different ways? I'm gonna remove this. We shouldn't do it in like two different ways. We should do it in one predictable way. Yeah, and we shouldn't overload our database with files. It doesn't make any sense. So if from sandbox, yeah, and then from sandbox, what does that mean? I think that means it has files. Wait, so if from sandbox, oh, okay, sorry. From sandbox means, okay, sorry. But from sandbox, oh yeah, okay, so I think, wait a minute. No, I don't think we should do this because we have a from sandbox or default template. Where's that coming from? Sanitize collection path. That's fine, but we have this default. Oh shit, this is gonna take more time. What the fuck? Why do people do like thumbs down on a... Like, why is it so... Yeah, I find that funny. Happened to me once before. I completely understand, like... But like, if you don't like something, you can just go and do something else. Like, I don't understand why. Like, the only times I like do thumbs down on YouTube is when it's like it touches my moral center. Like, there's something about what's being communicated that I think is morally wrong. That's when I do a thumbs down. So from that perspective, I get kind of hurt when people do thumbs down, but I guess because it's boring. Yeah, but I guess a thumbs down has different meaning to people. So where were we? We should have access to, so Sandbox client has create, but here we have something called default template ID. Oh, interesting. This API client includes okay, we're gonna put this into a utility. I think we're already using stuff from... Yeah, exactly. Utils API. Okay, let's fix that. Return get default template template ID this dot API client, and then we're gonna do API export function get default template ID, and we have API client would be a client, and then we put that stuff in there, and the client here is this, and then we can do the same here. Where were we? Didn't I... Was this inside create sandbox? Yeah, so we don't pass that stuff in there. Yeah, so this should just be sandbox ID, I guess. And then we have get default template ID. Cool. And then, yeah, we're just going to return the sandbox ID instead. So the reason I think Evis did this was because it's faster, right? You don't have to actually connect and do stuff. But we are moving away from persistence in our database, so I don't think it's worth it. And it should work in one way, or it's just confusing. If it fails, and then we have to ask, how many files did you have to evaluate how the logic was running, and so on and so on. So skip files, like that doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you ever want to skip files? Yeah. So we always want to do this from my perspective. And we're connected, right? So it doesn't take any time to write the files. Okay. Did we actually? Yeah, so the weird thing is we got an error, and the error was that we wanted to start the sandbox. Yeah, so this failed for some reason. And what does it actually do? So it just calls VM start. That can be undefined, that's fine. And did it have any start options? Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're gonna try running it again, see what happens. Oh, I wonder if that got fixed. Cool. Let's see. Base URL. Okay, let's try again. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it seems to have used like the same line at least. But I wonder why I get error communicating with VM. I wonder why. I wonder why. It looked a little bit weird though, the spinner thing, right? It kind of jumped. But it ended up showing one line, which is kind of weird. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm just asking. Failed to start sandbox. Oh yeah, we should probably go in. Let's see. Start. Handle response. Yeah, let's look at console.log. Handle response result.response. Let's see. Let's try again. Oh. So it was not okay. Body. Oh. Yeah, what was the status? It was a 500. Result.error. Do we have that? Body. Wait, am I actually? No, it should already be here. Body, headers. Wait, that's a different one. Oh, look at that. There's that one. Created, fine. And then we got the 500. Internal server error, status text. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if the template. I want to see if the template actually. Where do we put that? API get default template. Is this an actual thing? Yeah, that's an actual thing. Let's hibernate it. Maybe it was the header we sent. No, because if I do this now, then it works. Yeah, because if I open the sandbox, it works. So yeah, that was weird. I feel like we're actually able to do something else in the meantime here. I have a hard time like context switching this kind of stuff, but maybe we could try that, because we have a bunch of small stuff on our list, and I don't. The thing I'm worrying about is that if we can't get this done to them and make other changes, we can't release a new beta. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Like it's soon 12 o'clock. Well, I do need lunch. Okay, and we don't know where to start. So how are we gonna fix this? Damn it. Dag nagget. Could it be related to passing the So did we? No, we didn't log the actual. Because these are response headers, right? Let's look at the request headers. So, oops. So dot request. Yeah, and let's do throw new error. Unauthorized. Wait, where is this? Wait, response. If error in result, we're not even getting that. Why does it do? I guess it's I guess it's here. Error prefix. Failed to start sandbox. Error communicating with. Wait, I'm confused by this. Oh, we don't have the head. Come on. What's the actual? Status body. Status text. Oh, wait a minute. Fuck. We're not getting the. Where are we getting the fucking text? Like, where's the data coming from? I don't understand this. Data.data. But which one of these are actually throwing an error? No data return. Does it actually get an error in the result? But why is it 500? Like, what the fuck is handling 500? There's no error in result. Oh, maybe it does throw this. Okay, let's see. Here. I need to know where it actually throws the error. So it's not there? Where the fuck does it throw the error? Is there error in result? But then we should have seen the error. Oh, maybe it's overriding the error. No. Where the fuck does it? Because it was a 500, so none of these actually... Wait a minute. Here? Where the fuck is it handling the response? Handle response. Error in result. Okay. Okay, so there is an error in... Okay. There is an error in the result. But I think it's the way this thing is implemented. Handle response. It's overriding the... It doesn't actually show the... Oh, wait. Error... Oh, sorry, it's error prefix. Oh, come on. I'm... Failed to start error. Is this the actual error? Oh, okay, sorry. It says error communicating with VM. Okay, yeah, so that's the actual error coming from the VM. I thought that was the actual thing we did. Start. Wait. Yeah, failed to start sandbox. That's the prefix. And then this is the error that actually comes from the error. Can you try? X picture manager URL. Let's see. I hope we were gonna have a lot more momentum today. Oh shit, I have a session. I have to move it. Can we move our session? I am not having a productive day and stuck on something. Fuck. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, let's just double check what it's doing here. Oh yeah, we can try without the header. Wait, didn't I save it? Wait a minute. Why didn't it log it? Oh, maybe that. I think I have a feeling that it was the. Oh, okay. Let's just do another. Let's see. Console.log. Blah. I think it's the spinner. It deletes the like because we have -1, then it deletes like the first line. Ah, for fuck's sake! Failed to start. Ah, why isn't it showing anything here? For fuck's sake! Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. A fucking spinner implementation. Okay, let's try without the thing. Okay. Works without it. But this is a horrible implementation. This isn't working. Okay, so that -1 thing isn't working. Okay, so we're gonna play around with that spinner first, just to make sure that it actually works. Call spinner, create spinner. Test. Spinner.start. Woohoo. Well, I guess we can just have multiple. Blip. Let's just check. Very simple thing. Oh. Oh, sorry. I should have returned here. That worked. Oh, come on. Oh, interesting. So when it changes its state. Or was it just the fact that I had more of them? Can you try with HTTPS spelled correctly? Okay, interesting. So it's definitely doing something related to succeed. So update cursor here would actually need, oh, this is horrible. So if we do -1, -1, -1. Yeah, okay, maybe that was the reason it failed. Okay, that's fine. So it's kind of working, I guess. Actually, let's try it again without the, just to see if we got our spinner thingy working. That doesn't work. I wonder what causes it not to work. Is it because we move from, oh, it's probably because we move from spinner to start and, okay. Let's see. Let's see, return, let's do spinner.start, hey, spinner.succeed, hey, and then spinner.start again. I think that fails. Yeah, interesting. So, okay. For fuck's sake. But it should not have an offset if I'm running start again, right? This is stupid. Start and then start again. Hop. And then that one's fine, right? So it's just like moving between the states. Yeah. What if I do succeed twice? Bleep. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so it's moving between states requires an offset. So we're gonna change that. Wait, why do I have so much stuff here? So we're not gonna have this offset. Last method, I guess. Last method, last method, and yeah, and then, oh, okay, I should rather do this. Update call, last, and then we say last method equals method. That's better. And not equal to method. Okay, so if we do, yeah, thank you. But we're gonna remove these ones. Let's see now. Ah, the fuck. Why didn't that work? Start, succeed, fail. So So if we have last method and last method is not equal to the current method, then we want to do a -1. Why didn't that work? Ah, for fuck's sake. If last method, well, we don't have to actually check that. If last method, well, I guess we do. Why didn't that work? Didn't we just assess that if it changed? Oh, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. So what the fuck is happening here? Oh, I think I need food. I'm about to explode on this thing. So wait, and it doesn't change the blip here. Why doesn't it change the blip? What did I do? Hey, oh, interesting. So it didn't actually, wait, why did succeed not update? That worked, but if I did spinner start hey, wait, hey blip. Wait, what? I don't understand. What the hell happened here? Oh, sorry. Yeah, so it, okay, so succeed always creates a new line. Okay, so succeed always needs, okay, so the problem is the succeed, info, and fail, they always need an offset. But start only needs an offset. Oh, I think I know. It's if the previous method, okay. So if previous method not equal to, oh, it actually suggested that. I didn't understand it at the time. So yeah, so when you have start, it's replacing the line. But any of the other ones, they don't do that. So now if I do spinner dot start, meep, boop. What? Yeah, nice. Now it seems to be working. Okay, we got some time to fix that. Okay, yeah, we're suggesting doing a Zoom call on this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna eat some food because I'm out of balance, and then I'm gonna do that Zoom call, and I'll see if I can squeeze in another stream. I think I'm gonna postpone the rest of my sessions today because this took so much more time than I thought. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna talk to my colleague. When is your lunch? Okay, no, I'm gonna do that session with my colleague. Then I'm gonna eat lunch, and then we're gonna do another stream, and we're gonna try to finish this and get all the other stuff done. Okay, thanks for following along. Bye for now.